Welcome back for Act 2 of It's a Wonderful Life. Well, we're back in heaven again, where the Superintendent of Angels is reviewing the case history of a mortal named George Bailey. Clarence, the apprentice angel, is very eager to depart on his mission to Earth.
A terrible thing, Clarence. Terrible. Uncle Billy couldn't find the money because the envelope with the $8,000 was folded up in that newspaper he gave to old man Potter.
I just don't know what happened to it, George. I just don't know.
$8,000, Uncle Billy. The bank examiner's here, and it's not our money. It belongs to the depositors.
George, what are we going to do? We've traced every step I took. We can't stand here in the street.
Are you sure you didn't put the envelope in your money?
I think so. Maybe. I'm no good to you, George. I'm no good.
Now listen to me. Think. Think, will you? Now try and think.
I can't think anymore, George. I can't think anymore. It hurts.
Where's that money, you old fool? You know what this means? It means bankruptcy and scandal in prison. One of us is going to jail. Well, it's not going to be me. Now get out of my way. I'm going home.
George, dear, what's wrong? You haven't said a word since you've come home.
With that banging on the piano, does she have to keep playing the same song over and over and over again?
I have to practice for the Christmas party, Daddy.
What is it, dear? Another hectic day?
Yeah, another red-letter day for the Baileys.
Dad, the Murphys got a brand new car. You should see it.
Well, what's the matter with our car? Isn't it good enough for you?
I'm sorry, Dad. I only...
Oh, run upstairs, Petey, and see if Zuzu's all right.
Okay, Mom.
Now, what do you mean, see if Zuzu's all right? What do you mean?
Oh, dear, she caught a little cold coming home from school today. She didn't button up her coat.
Oh, what is it? What do you mean, just a cold?
George, the doctor said it's nothing serious.
The doctor? Was the doctor here?
Well, I thought he'd better look at her.
It's this drafty old house. It's a wonder we don't all have pneumonia. Might as well be living in a refrigerator. Why did we have to live here in the first place and stay around this measly, crummy old town?
George, what happened?
Everything's happened. You call this a happy family? Why did we have to have all these kids?
Daddy, how do you spell frankincense?
I don't know how you spell it. Ask your mother.
Where are you going?
Upstairs to see Zuzu.
Hello? Oh, thank you, Mrs. Welsh. I'm sure she'll be all right.
Who's that?
Zuzu's teacher. What? Oh, yes, the doctor says she'll be fine tomorrow.
Here, give me that phone.
George, please.
Mrs. Welsh, this is Mr. Bailey. Say, what kind of teacher are you anyway? What do you mean sending Zuzu home like that half naked? Do you realize you'll probably end up with pneumonia because of your stupidity? You know, maybe my kids aren't the best dressed in town, but Hello? Hello? Janie, will you stop playing that lousy piano? Now cut it out, stop it!
George, for heaven's sakes, what's wrong with you?
I'm sorry, Mary. Janie, I'm sorry. I just got to get out of here.
So, that's it, George. You're short $8,000 in your accounts, huh?
Please, Mr. Potter, I'll pay any sort of bonus if you still want the building and loan. Why?
You say it was lost? Have you notified the police?
No, sir, I haven't done that yet. Harry's homecoming is tomorrow.
Well, why come to me? What about your good friend, Sam Wainwright?
I can't get a hold of him. He's in Europe.
What kind of security would I have, George? What collateral?
Yes, sir. I have some life insurance here. A $15,000 policy.
Well, what's your equity in it?
$500.
And you want $8,000? You once called me a warped, frustrated old man. Well, what you are but a warped, frustrated young man crawling on your hands and knees for help. Why don't you go to the riffraff you love so well? Ask them for help.
I'll do anything, Mr. Potter. Please, please help me. My wife and kids.
I'm calling the district attorney. $500. You know something, George? You're worth more dead than you are alive. Now get out of here. Get out.
And all the time, Potter had the $8,000 in his desk drawer. It's still there, Clarence.
But where's George, sir? Where?
Well, he went over to Martini's bar. He's had a couple of drinks, Clarence. He's just standing there, sort of in a daze.
Oh, God. God. Dear Father in heaven, I'm not a praying man, but if you're up there and you can hear me, show me the way. I'm at the end of my rope. Show me the way, God.
Mr. Bailey, you all right? Don't drink anymore, Mr. Bailey, please. You don't look so good.
Bailey? You said Bailey? Which Bailey?
This gentleman is Mr. Bailey, George Bailey.
George Bailey, huh? Oh! And the next time you talk to my wife like that, you'll get worse. It isn't enough that she has to put up with teaching your stupid kids how to read and write. You gotta ball her out.
You get out of here, Mr. Welch. You hit my best friend. Get out.
All right, I'm going.
Mr. Bailey, you okay?
Who was that?
Mr. Welch, but don't worry. He don't come in this place no more. I got something for your face. It's bleeding.
No, I'm all right.
Please, don't go, Mr. Bailey.
Leave me alone.
Oh, no, please don't go this way, Mr. Bailey.
Let me alone.
Well, George left Martini's bar 5 minutes ago, Clarence. He's at the river now, on the bridge, looking at the water. Are you ready, Clarence?
All ready, sir.
Very well. Save George Bailey's life, and you'll get your wings.
My wings. Oh, thank you, Joseph. George? George Bailey! Get away from that bridge. Do you hear me? George? George!
Numb with despair and convinced, as Mr. Potter said, that he's worth more dead than alive, George Bailey stands on a bridge, staring at the dark and frigid water below. Suddenly, there's a splash.
Help! Help, I'm drowning! Oh, help!
No, that's not George. It's Clarence, the apprentice angel. And there goes George in after him. It's a few minutes later now. And in the bridge keeper's shack, George and Clarence are drying off.
You both sure you're all right? Want a doctor?
No, I'm all right.
Oh, I'm fine. This underwear, I didn't have time to get anything more stylish. My wife gave me this on my last birthday. I passed away in it.
You what, mister?
Oh, I see Tom Sawyer's drying out, too.
Who?
My book. I left in such a hurry, I brought Tom Sawyer with me.
How'd you happen to fall in?
Oh, I jumped in. I jumped in to save you.
Jumped in to save me?
Well, I did, didn't I? You didn't go with it, did you? You didn't go through with it, did you?
Go through with what?
Suicide?
Hey, it's against the law to commit suicide around here.
Yeah, it's against the law where I come from, too.
Where did you come from?
Heaven?
Oh, that's very funny, very funny.
Your lip's bleeding.
Yeah, I got a bust in the jaw in answer to a prayer.
Oh, no, George. I'm the answer to your prayer.
How'd you know my name?
Oh, I know all about you.
Who are you supposed to be, anyway?
Clarence Oddbody, AS2.
Oddbody. AS2? What's that AS2 for?
Angel, second class.
Hey, I'm getting out of here. You may not need a doctor, but I do.
Cheerio, my good man.
Hey, look here. Why do you want to save me?
Because I'm your guardian angel, George.
Oh, I see. Well, you look like about the kind of angel I'd get. What happened to your wings?
I haven't won my wings yet. That's why I'm an angel second class.
Oh, I see.
But you can help me earn them, George, by letting me help you.
Oh, you don't happen to have $8,000 on you, do you?
Oh, no. We don't use the money in heaven.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I keep forgetting. Comes in pretty handy down here, bub.
Oh, toot.
Well, of course, I found out a little late. Hey, you know, I'm worth more dead than alive.
You mustn't talk like that. Joseph will never give me my wings if you keep feeling that way. You just don't realize what you've done for your folks.
Yeah.
What?
If it hadn't been for me, everybody would be better off. My wife and my kids and my friends and...
Oh, this is not going to be easy.
They'd all have been better off if I'd never been born.
What'd you say?
I said, I wish I'd never been born.
George, that's wonderful.
Wonderful? What?
The idea you just gave me. You got your wish. You've never been born.
I've never been born.
Exactly. No worries, no $8,000 to get, nothing. You simply don't exist.
All right, okay, all right.
George, I can do things. Strange things. I can show you the world, George, the way it would be if you hadn't been born.